This is Module 2, Workforce Development and Globalization. Question 1 asked us, based on the assigned readings coupled with your experience and observation, in what ways do you see globalization affecting workforce development? In order to answer that question, we first need to know what globalization is. Globalization is the movement away from countries self-containing their economy and the movement toward a more interconnected global economy. With modern globalization, it is no longer lower-skilled jobs that are being outsourced. With improvements in technology and communication, work in every area can now be outsourced to different countries. Rojewski described globalization in the new economy. On page 23, he gives insight to the core characteristics of a global economy. It starts with manufacturers being spurred by advances in technology. Work becomes outsourced to different countries. Fierce competition among workers is created among different countries. Workers must now possess a broad skill set, including technical skills and communication skills. So we'll take it back to question 1. What does globalization mean to workforce development? Globalization is changing the skills workers need to have successful careers. Workforce development is about the education and training of workers for careers. So the answer to globalization is workforce development. Government officials and educators need to develop future workers with the skills companies are requiring so they can be competitive in the global economy. Question 2. It asks us to present the graphic we created in Module 1 and describe how it relates to the conceptual model covered in this week's reading. So my workforce development model is a cyclical model. It starts with analysis of business needs, then it goes to the collaboration between public and private sector leaders, and then bridges gaps in workforce skill set and business needs, and then ensures flexible and easy accessible training programs, and then continued maintenance of worker skill sets. The conceptual framework model in the book does the same thing that mine does. Both models are representative of major components that are known to influence the learning of students, and both models are a starting point for the discussion of workforce development. In question 3, we were asked, in addition to the future skill needs discussed this week, what do you see as the key areas in which the labor market needs to be prepared for future skill demands? In Chapter 2 of Transforming the U.S. Workforce Development System, skills needed in the global economy are analytic skills, which are problem-solving skills. Studies show having good problem-solving skills not only earns workers an increased wage premium, it also has correlation to job retention, performance, and satisfaction. Interpersonal skills is next. These skills include communication and collaboration. Collaboration is effective communication skills and greater sensitivity to coworkers. The next skill is the ability to execute. This is basically just being a self-sufficient worker who completes their tasks timely. The next skill is information processing. This is the ability to understand and employ printed information in daily activities. And finally, it's the capacity for change and learning. Workers need to be able to adapt to changing work activities and to be flexible in the workplace. 2 additional skills I would add for workforce would be technological skills and innovation. It is evident in the workforce post-COVID the need for workers to have technological skills with the Zoom conference meetings and the Microsoft Office teams is important. Technology is constantly evolving, therefore workers' knowledge of it should also be evolving. With my last skill, innovation, this is just creative people who bring fresh ideas into the workplace, which is important in the ever-developing and changing economy. In conclusion, the economy is changing, globalizing, and we must develop our current workers and future workers with the skills to make them competitive in order to ensure economic success.